Welcome to 4M Education's presentation on the basics of photography and video. So, you like to take photographs and make videos to share with your friends. Why not learn how to do it right? Let's look at the 3 basic rules of photography. Simplify. Universal theme. This starts with learning a few basic concepts about both photography and video that apply to all visual images, drawings, paintings, posters, etc. There are 3 basic rules to photography. Although there are exceptions and rules can be broken for specific and creativity purposes, but one must first understand the basic rules and be able to apply these to anything you create visually. Remember, once you pick up a photo or video camera, you automatically become a historian, capturing instantaneous moments in time and recording events that will never happen again, thus creating a chronology of time and capturing events throughout your lifetime. Now let's look at the 3 basic rules one at a time in order to bring your photography and video to life. Number 1, focus. No one wants to look at out of focus images unless there is a purpose to it. Make sure you always maintain focus on the points of interest in the photo you want viewers to focus on. Number 2, simplify. Take out all the unnecessary and distracting elements out of your photos. Focus on your idea and draw the viewer's attention directly to where you want it. In other words, take out everything that is distracting or not necessary when framing your shot. Finally, number 3, universal theme. Select a universal theme or topic that your photo represents, for example, beauty, happiness, sadness, action, adventure, wild, crazy, abstract, delicious, etc. Your images should be selected and framed with these 3 things in mind. Your photograph should have a purpose and be well composed. Let's look at camera shots. The first thing we will talk about as far as your visual images is camera shots. These apply to all visual images, whether it be a photograph, video, painting, or drawing. Let's look at the wide shot first, also known as the establishing shot in film and video production, placing you in a location or providing you with information on how the story begins. The wide shot has a large angle and can be used to show landscapes or large areas of a particular scene. It provides a large viewing area of what you wish to show. On the next page are some examples. Remember, a wide view can be from far away or up close. It all depends on what you want to show. Next, let's look at the medium shot. These are especially useful in photos of people, including portrait shots, photos of scenes you want to bring closer, but simplify by eliminating undesired elements in the photo and composing the image as you desire. Medium shots bring the viewer closer to your visual representation by eliminating as many undesired elements as possible. Let's take a look at a few medium shots. Finally, we have our close-ups and extreme close-ups. These are used to show details and bring the viewer up close and personal with the visual you want to display. Close-ups are fun and can represent a lot without showing much. Personally, this is one of my favorite shots. I love close-ups. You can get quite creative by showing only portions of people, animals, places, and things, and still get your universal theme across. These should be well thought out though. They are immensely useful in how to do videos and photo sequences, as well as showing the viewer details of what you'd like them to see. Below are some examples of close-ups and extreme close-ups. A tip: try adding close-ups to your repertoire of camera shots. Soon you'll find yourself paying attention to details, a key skill in becoming a good photographer or videographer. Most people, when shooting a photo, use eye level because this is how we normally see things. Giving your shot some different angles can liven up your shooting and even impart meaning to your photos. Although not a rule of thumb, these 3 angles can be used for various purposes. Let's take the eye level angle first. It can be used to show how one normally views things and makes the viewer comfortable. The low angle can be used to give something importance, make it look larger, or to stress something in particular. The high angle can be used to diminish something make it look less important or smaller than it is, or just give the viewer a different perspective. Either way you shoot them, camera angles provide us with creative views that can enhance your universal theme's meaning. It's fun to experiment with different angles. Don't be afraid to shoot outside of the box. Below are some shots with different angles. Tip: just remember that these rules can and most likely will be broken or modified by you, but understanding the basics is what allows you to do that. Be creative and have fun with your shooting, whether it's photography, video, or both. The rule of thirds. Now that we have looked at the 3 basic rules of photography, camera shots, and camera angles, let's take a look at how best to compose our photographs. For this, we will refer to and use the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is a rule of thumb or guideline which applies to the process of composing all visual images. It identifies 4 important points you should consider as places of interest when you are framing your image. It also provides you with 4 lines that are useful positions for elements in your photos. Now let's take a look at video. When working with video, the camera shots and angles are the same. What makes video different is movement, and these can be combined in a variety of ways to achieve your desired results and enhance your storytelling or information piece. In the videos provided, you will have a chance to learn about, explore, and apply 7 basic camera movements. There are additional camera movements, even shaky ones can be used to represent different things in your videos. There are certain protocols with movement that we will cover in future lessons. For example, zooming in and out constantly. This is a no-no. Zooms, whether zoom in or zoom out, should be used with caution and the right zoom amount and speed taken into consideration. Let's start now with learning what these movements do. Zoom in. A zoom in basically begins from a wide or medium shot and moves forward, closing the angle of the shot all the way to a close-up if that is the intention. Zoom out. A zoom out does the exact opposite. It begins with a close-up shot and zooms out to a medium or wide angle, all the way to a wide shot if that is the intention. Pan right. A pan right is a horizontal movement to the right of the camera. Pan left. A pan left is a horizontal movement to the left of the camera. Tilt up. A tilt up is a vertical movement up from a low angle or eye level angle to a high angle. Tilt down. A tilt down is a vertical movement down from a high angle or eye level to a low angle. Finally, rack focus. A rack focus is a movement in the lens of the camera that goes from a blurred image to a sharp in-focus image, or vice versa, a sharp in-focus image to a blurred image of the same visual. Tip: by applying and using these 7 movements, you can enhance what you want to say in your videos. Have fun and try out all these camera movements.